rule change being made for just one player apparently, and his name is Johnny Manziel. And the XFL, when they started, they said they were not going to let anybody with a criminal record play inside of the XFL. But most recently, they have changed their stance on one Johnny Manziel, or John Manziel as he wants to be referred to now because he's maturing. Um, yeah, so Mania, if you want to lead in with this one because you're more versed in it, I would imagine.
Okay, yeah. So what I got heard is a lot of people were the XFL were very adamant, and they were strong at the beginning about no one in the who has like a criminal record or criminal background who had criminal stuff on them. No one with that should be allowed to play in the XFL, which is again forward thinking. It's something that NFL is not willing to do at all, and it's something that a lot of people have with the controversy around the NFL. Like the XFL trying to fix all that. But then Johnny Manziel, the problem is a lot of people want John Manziel, or as he wants to be called now, John Manziel, because he sees himself, he's matured. He had some domestic abuse with his wife, and I think it was like one driving incident. But the courts were willing to forgive him based with anger management and a few other things, and he followed through with it, and it's being wiped clean of his record. And the XFL, it's considering the idea that that may be enough for him to join with the XFL because, first off, he is the biggest name right now for the XFL that they can feasibly get, and it's supposedly his criminal background is being wiped away, and so it's basically saying, is it being wiped away enough for the XFL to be willing to accept them based on the rules they want to input, or are they already like willing to just break it? But people want John Manziel. The XFL seems to want him, and the court systems are willing to forgive his and wipe his record. So that's all I got from it. There's no real confirmation on whether or not the XFL is going to accept this, but from multiple sources, it seems like the XFL is highly considering it.
Yeah, basically, I'll agree with everything you said. It seems like the XFL is going to be. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, basically, based on the article that me and Mania both read, the one he shared with me, Oliver Luck had this to say when speaking on Johnny Manziel. If he is able to meet our standards, and if our coaches think he is one of the top quarterbacks out there that can help us, certainly we have no reason not to believe he couldn't be in the mix. So that pretty much confirms that, yeah, if one of the coaches want Johnny, they can have him. We don't see him as a criminal. He may have done something illegal, but he never necessarily got in that much trouble over it. That's the way they're looking at it. Also, I think, yeah, they have this rule, and yeah, they're probably going to enforce it on certain players. But I think the bigger the name the player, the more they're willing to look the other cheek, turn their other side, like, we need you in the league, no matter what it is. I bet you they want to, how they want this league to be super patriotic and stuff like that. Yes. I guarantee if Colin Kaepernick asked them to sign, if he could sign a contract, they'd sign him and they wouldn't make him stand up for the anthem. I guarantee that would be a thing. Because guess what? Guess what kind of numbers, guess what kind of eyes you would get if Colin played in this league. Guess what kind of eyes, guess what kind of numbers you would get if guys like Johnny played in this league. I think the higher caliber player you are in leagues like this, they're going to look past rules for other players. I feel like if you're as big as these guys are, the rules don't apply to you in this league, like certain eligibility rules to get in. So this doesn't surprise me that they're going to look past Johnny's, checkered history, if you will, to sign him, to let him come on and just be a part of it. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah.
It's one of those things where am I surprised that Johnny's going to be given this pass? No. I just think it's one of those things that it was going to happen. And anyone who acts like they're surprised, oh, he's getting a pass, why doesn't anyone else get a pass for it, is being delusional. Like, this is for, like, dudes who weren't able to play in the NFL because they have criminal problems. This is for guys who can't play in other leagues because they're literally like in jail every 3 months, or they have real bad problems with domestic violence, real bad problems with drug abuse, and they don't try to do anything to get help, and it's just a reoccurring issue. Johnny hasn't had a problem in what? Months? Like years even? I think since what, 2016, 2017? So I don't know. As long as you've been clean, I guarantee they even think in this league, if you've been good within the last 5 years, they'll probably sign you anyway if you're good. The league can't be that tight up, especially since they're a startup looking for as much talent as they can get. Expect more of these rules to get broken, I think, personally. That's all I have to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't have any much to add to that at all.
Yeah, I know.
I think we covered like both.
We
covered it.
Yeah, we covered the shit.